Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. I'll give everybody a second so that I wait till it goes live and I can see your comments. Hello. Hi Jennifer, how are you? I think I saw you post that you're not feeling well. Hello, it's Vicky here, Vicky Booten, and Happy New Year's Eve. We are doing our 2025 recap tonight and hanging out for all of us friends who we don't go out and ring in the new year outside the house in the cold. Here it's snowing and yucky, and I am quite happy to be warm in my teddy bear sweater hanging out with my friends on New Year's Eve 2025. Hi Angie, how are you friends? I see Michelle here. Hello Larissa. Hi Shelly. Oh my goodness, lots of friends here. Bible journaling tips. I know who that is. Who is that? So you got to, so tell me your names for some of you guys that are on here, but it's changed. Yeah, good morning, Sherry. How are you? Sherry McQueen is in Australia. So did you guys have your New Year's already? You're ahead, right? You're ahead of me. So happy New Year. Happy 2026. And then for my friends in the UK, I saw that the New Year, you just were ringing in the New Year when I was eating my poo-poo platter. We had just some appetizers, some little appies. So it's 11 a.m. in Brisbane. Tomorrow, it's 11 a.m. tomorrow. Yes, Happy New Year. I love that. I love that you guys have done it already and been to bed and you're up with breakfast. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Hi, Connie. Oh, my goodness. I love that I'm not here all by myself, that I have friends here that are... Hi, Amy Terra Creates. Hello, Rebecca. Hi, Diana. Hi, Pam. How are you, friends? Hi, Marnie. It's lunchtime on January 1st. How crazy is that, right? Look at that is the wonders of modern technology, that we can be all over the world hanging out together and doing the things that we love. So, hi. If you're new here, I'm Vicky Booten, and I put my bear sweater, my teddy bear sweater on for you, and my dickie, because this is fake. It only goes to here, right? But I feel polished with my little collar on. So I got dressed up. I have makeup. I have hard pants on. Hopefully the volume is good. You guys can hear me, but very excited. Very excited. Hello. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Hi, Debbie. Oh my goodness, Tanya. Hi, friends. Mindy, Gemma. How are you guys? From New Zealand on New Year's Day 2026. I love that. I love that. That's yeah, hard pants. I have hard pants on because I was like, I have to put my New Year's Eve outfit on, so I have hard pants on. So I'm very, very proud of myself that I actually have pants on, because that's not always the thing. I could be sitting here in my pajamas. But tonight, plans for tonight. I pulled a bunch of projects. We're going to walk through. I want to revisit our creative endeavors for 2026. Can you believe it? I was looking, I made a list. I was talking to Kari. Hi, Irene and Chrissy. Hi, friend. How are you? I think I created 10 releases last year. If you are, let's look. So we had cut and paste, my last collection with American Crafts. And then I brought out some stamps and stencils. And then we had stamps and stencils twice last year, or this past year. And then my new collaboration with 49 Market, which we saw Flower Emporium, Mistletoe Memories. We saw Curiosities in Willow Grove, plus the Halloween mini release. And we had our Irresistibles. So creatively, design-wise, and new collections, I think that I'm pretty proud of all of that. We had all of that. I think I flew about 15 times round trip, so like 30 plus any connections. Went on 2 cruises for work, 2 cruises or 1 cruise. I think 1 cruise for vacation. taught at a number of different events, did a lot of Friday night lives and a lot of lives. We had weekend events. It has been quite the year. It's been quite the year. Um, First full year without my mom, and very proud of myself that we got through it with not a lot of tears, because it's a lot of happy. This Christmas, I have to say, was hard. This one was a hard Christmas. I had a just a blah Christmas, but I'm excited for what this year has to bring, right? And I hired help. Yes, I have Natalie, who's always here helping me, and I love her. And Greta, who it's her anniversary if she pops on at all. Greta, who we've been friends for over 20 years and has showed up and is, wow, making such a huge difference and helping me so much. We had obstacles, right? With all of the good, there was a lot of really rough stuff this year with kind of the whole business pivoting multiple times this year, right? Multiple times with American crafts. The last probably year and a half were hard, super hard. I worked for free for a whole year. I did for free for a whole year. People don't know that, but I did for a whole year, was for free. And but the benefit of all of that was I love the people I worked with there. The collections that we came out with, and you guys supporting me, huge. Doing all of my classes and all of the things that you did and showed up, and all of the classes and projects, and our lives and our chats, right? Our was really awesome. And then the tariff stuff came in, and not a political thing, but certainly was for a lot of us businesses, really kind of had to change the way we were looking at things. But look, I got through COVID and everything else. I'm used to the pivot. Like, I am a ballerina when it comes to the pivot. So I had Greta, which we set up now. So anybody new here, we ship out of Canada and we ship out of the US. I ship internationally. You just have to email me. Hi, Kari. Hi, Jer. Hi, Vicky Von Vicky, and Emma, and everybody else at the Kaplan House. Hi, friends. It's been a year. It's been a year creatively, completely fulfilling, business wise, fulfilling too, because we got through the hard stuff, and I'm still here, and not everybody is, right? So that's, I think, super exciting. So what am I going to do tonight? We're going to go through a little walkthrough of projects that we created, some of the things we did on Friday Night Live. I have my albums here. I have first peek at Curiosities and Willow Grove projects that are going to be happening in January. And we're going to talk about what's coming in 2026. And tonight, because it's pretty, hello, John, how are you? My other, Cherie shares you with me. That's my other scrapbook husband. I have a couple of them out there. But I love him. He takes really good care of me. When I was in Texas, oh my goodness, Texas, that event, and we're talking, Cherie and I, oh my goodness, and brain fart, give me a minute. Oh, help me, Cherie. I can see your beautiful partner, and see, I have to write things down because it's so bad. Help me, somebody help me, because now I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed on New Year's Eve. Courtney, oh my goodness, yes, thank you. It's right there, but I'm old and I have trouble. And Courtney, I love you. I do, I love you. And oh my goodness, Courtney's art lately, just her art journaling has just been mind-blowing. But Texas, that event was definitely one of my top 10 highlights for 2025. You guys took such good care of us, and holy crap. That's all I have to say. Really, literally, holy crap. It was awesome. We are going to be talking, Courtney and Cherie and I, planning our next one. So it won't be next year, but I think the year after. Or if we can squeeze something in there, man, I'll come out. I'll squeeze something in there and come out. We could do like a mini thing. But that was awesome too. So there's so many people here. I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss anything. All of the things that I want to share and talk about tonight, and say hi. I want to make sure that I see all of you guys out there. And there's a lot of you here tonight, way more than I thought there would be, literally on a New Year's Eve. But I'm sure some of you are like me, and I've been looking forward to this all day. I've been making notes, and so I didn't forget things other than Courtney's name. But I hope she still loves me. I'm gonna have to text her when I get off here. Hi Jennifer, how are you? So I love you too, Irene. Like seriously, your family. It is creatively so rewarding to have people who love what I do and show up and want to be a part of it, and then love each other in this community. This Vicky Booten VBoo crew is amazing. So if you're new here, stick around, because we have a really amazing group of people here. I have to say, from all different walks of life, and I love it. So somebody I can't see because I'm blind is in their sweatpants and sparkling sweater. Well, you got your bling on, right? You've got your New Year's Eve outfit on. I love it. I even put makeup on. So and brush my teeth. So good thing it's not smell-o-vision. Well, it would be a good thing if it smell-o-vision, because I'd be minty fresh tonight. But any questions before we get started? I am really depending on you guys tonight too, as we're walking through. Share with me your favorite things from 2025, what you loved as far as collections went, what you'd love to see in the future, because I have my notepad with my notes, and I have my notepad to make notes. So I'm ready to go. I'm all set and ready to go, because we have lots to talk about and share. I think I made over 100 layouts this year. Because if you have to think about it, most classes are about 16 pages, 8 double pages. Yeah, that's 16 is 8 plus 8, right? And then everything we did on Friday Night Lives, plus all the classes that I taught, over 100 layouts. Isn't that crazy? And multiple mini albums, cards, mixed media. My favorite are Halloween. I really did love that. The only thing I have to say with the Halloween, it totally dwarfed Curiosities in Willow Grove, and I can't wait. I say it all the time, but I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you. When I share at the end, any news on the dies? Let me show you. Guess what? News on the dies. Boop, boop. They're here. I'm going to post them in the new year. I haven't even got to use them yet, but Greta did test them for me, because I just, in 4 weeks, designed a collection with Melissa. 4 weeks, a collection was designed. So, and taught Mistletoe Memories, and created 16 layouts and an album and clusters. All of that in the last 4 weeks. So, and Sizzix is coming in the new year. So was working on that too. So it's a lot has transpired, I could say, and I will say, a lot has transpired. There's a lot. Can we get them in the US? Yes. They were in the US first. And then Greta mailed them to me. So I have them in US and Canada. We'll talk about this. So if you guys are wondering, because I haven't done much with this because I was waiting for the dies. So one of the first things we're going to be doing on our Friday Night Live. So we're going to talk about, remind me, like I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say tonight. But these are the 2 stamp sets. So this is my version of mixed media and, I forgot the word. When you ink your stamps, and that's how tonight's going to go. I haven't been drinking. I have a Diet Coke or Diet Dr. Pepper. What do you call that? You know what word is in my head is mask. Mask is in my head, and it's not mask. What does that mean when you go to ink your stamps? So you have like all the colors of swatch. Lori Pickering wins the first prize tonight. She's the first one that I read that said it. So let's make a note. Lori Pickering is the first winner of you. Do you have either of these stamp sets, Lori? Because you can pick one of these stamp sets. Email me at info@vickybooten.com. Lori Pickering, I'm writing it down. Winner, chicken dinner. Lori Pickering. First winner tonight. First winner tonight. So you can pick which one you want. You get the stamp and the die set. You have painterly art marks, and you have take note flowers. So first winner tonight, because she helped me not look like a dum-dum. So yes. So what I was going to say with that is, say you got these already. You bought the stamps. And I will put them up on VickiBooten.com, where if you get the stamp and die as a combo, you get a discount. So anybody who already has this and you only need the dies, I'll give you a discount code. I will post that on the Vicki Booten Creative Community Group. So there will be a discount code. So if you're going to place an order whenever you want to, I have lots, so you don't have to rush if you want to wait till the next thing is going to be shipping. You can use the discount code to get the dies at the same price as you would if you bought the two together. Okay, so yay! And just to make it fun, start commenting now, because I'm going to give one of each of these sets away. That's going to be my next prize. And if you're here live, I'm going to be randomly, I'm going to just scroll through on my laptop and I'm going to pick. So I'm going to give 2 more giveaways away. These are our first giveaways of the night. So comment anything you want to comment, and then I'm going to scroll and I'm going to randomly choose 2 names for these. And you have to remember to email me and remind me what you won at info@VickiBooten.com. Okay, lots of giveaways tonight. I'm going to give some gift certificates to my store. But yeah, comment and I'm going to chat for a minute, and then I'll do a scroll, pick, scroll, and pick. Okay. So I love giving stuff away. So that is, Lori is going to pick, I'm writing it down, pick her stamp and die. And then the first one is going to be painterly art marks. And the other one is take note. And I am going to choose right now, okay? So I'm going to scroll. I'm not going to scroll on my phone. I'm scrolling on my laptop, okay? It's just easier. So scroll, 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 scroll. First winner is Jennifer oh my goodness, and I know you. Casista. You get painterly art marks, Jennifer. Jennifer, I can spell it, but Casasita. Oh my goodness, how bad is that? So I'm going to go right to the bottom and I'm going to scroll up again. Here we go. Here we go. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Second winner is Robbie Landon. Congratulations, Robbie Landon. 454. There'll be lots to give away tonight, because if you're going to show up and hang out with me on New Year's Eve, Robbie Landon. Yay. Congratulations. There'll be more. There'll be more giveaways, and I'll make sure I do a giveaway in the regular comment section for after we aren't live as well. Okay? So congratulations, friends. Congratulations. So 3 giveaways already. Look at that in our first, 10 minutes? So recap of this year, right? We talked about, we had cut and paste with American Crafts. We had... with 49 and Market, Flower Emporium, Mistletoe and Memories, Curiosities in Willow Grove, the Halloween add-on, and our Irresistibles, which were super fun. Did you guys love those? Did you love the Irresistibles? I did. I love that. And the ink from 49 and Market and Ranger, I love it. I'm so excited. There's so much stuff coming in 2026. I might have a huge box of stuff that just arrived today. And I was going through it and getting super excited. There might be one of my new collections in there, maybe 2 of the collections, and maybe something else in that box. So as soon as I can share that with you, I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to be like the cool kids and do an unboxing. I love the ink as well. I love the ink because you guys know I'm a Ranger lover. I love everything from Tim, Simon, Dina, Diane, Wendy. I love all of the stuff from Ranger, and Janine and 49 and Market has been a great addition if you love ink. And I love that there are new colors added to the Distress palette. Colors, different inks, but work in similar ways. So I feel like it's just an addition, an add-on to what I'm already using, but they're colors that my heart has been asking for and wanting, and I'm loving that. So I love that, right? I love that. So very excited about that. There's lots of fun stuff coming in the new year with 49 and Market and Janine and the other designers. It's going to be super awesome. I have things that I'm working on my own that I'm super excited about. We will talk about the things when I can have the things like new stencils and stamps. And then, of course, Sizzix. It's, oh my goodness, friends. Oh my goodness. It's going to be awesome. And that's the first release, I think, of 2026 is going to be my Sizzix release. So that's what I'm working on all week, are all the little videos and some how-tos and intros and all of the things to get ready for my first release. I think it's six new SKUs with that, and you're gonna love it because it's just all buildable and usable items, and we'll talk more about that. I went on a couple of cruises this year. We have 2 cruises for next year, 3, because I can't forget Australia in there as well, right? Did I put up my Barbie tree? I did not. I did not. Like I said, this year was harder. I feel missing my mom a little bit harder than last year was. I think I was still kind of numb, but I wasn't feeling it. And I think too is I've been working a lot, right? Oh, Tokyo. Oh my goodness. Yes, Tokyo. And I just happened to be going to Japan as well. Japan, 2 cruises. For upcoming in 2026, we have multiple releases are going to be coming all throughout the year. I can't share a lot of that. You're going to be very proud of me on vickybooten.com. I'm updating my calendar on the kind of classes, and you'll see I started it. If you go in there, you'll be proud. I put the months in there, and I put maybe one thing for January, but I'm working on it. I have Scrapfest, Kitchener, Ontario, with my lovely friend Lisa. I will be doing that, teaching 2 classes, I believe. I will be at 3 Craft Chicks event in end of July, beginning of August. I'm going to be at Ready, Set, Create in California in September. Is anybody going to that one? Will I see you guys there? I have 2 cruises. One that is in, are you here, Kari? I go to Tokyo. I come back from Tokyo. 2 days later, I think I leave for the cruise. And then I come back, and I think like 4 days later, I go to Scrapfest. And then we have the cruise in the fall, and then I'm in Australia. So cruising in Australia and then teaching in Australia as well. So are you still here, Michelle? I believe there still might be spots for the in-person. You guys are going to want to be there. I'm telling you, awesome stuff is coming in 2026. And if you have the opportunity to come and see me and hang out with me, I would say you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Question: are you going to be at the 49 and Market event? I will not. I will not. I am not at NAMTA this year, and Dennis will be there. And I don't know what Janine has planned for it. I'm not involved in that at all. I won't be there. So no, I will not be at that one. Lose my train of thought. It doesn't take much. Mega Meet in Michigan? No, I'm not familiar. This year I have a lot going on. So, and then don't forget all the design work. There will be, right now so far, what's planned for releases for this year will be 3 with Sizzix, 3 releases with Sizzix. There will be one in the in January, spring-ish, and then at the end of the year. I have collection-wise for various things coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. If you guys want a Christmas release this year, we'll talk about that. Question: I mean the retreat. No, I won't be there. I will not. So you should do a big crafting session in Ontario. I want to. I think we're going to look at that for 2027 if we can secure a place. I want to do it here in Niagara Lake. So I would love to do that. Hi, Vicky. I'm on my crafty heart. I cannot wait to hear what you have in store. It's very exciting. Oh my goodness, lots of friends are popping on. So let me flip the camera and I'm going to share stuff and we're going to chat. But I really want this to be anybody who's hanging out tonight. Like you're, and hi, Lori Lee. Hi, Laura. How are you? Christmas release. Yes, please. So we'll talk about that. I'd love to do Niagara on the Lake. I just feel like it would be the perfect destination spot because I'm an hour from Buffalo. So you can fly into Buffalo and an hour from Toronto. And it's beautiful. And there's a spot that I would like to do it. I just have to the comments are flying tonight. I'm gonna have to flip so because when I'm on my laptop I can look. On here I can't see anything, right? So love my stamps and dice. Thank you. Anybody brand new here tonight? Anybody find me in like the last year or the last couple of months? A lot of you have been around for a long time. Like I've known a lot of these. Hi Don, for years and years and years. I'm Vicki Booten. I'm a girl in the basement crafting and hanging out with my friends and doing all the things, and just really lucky and blessed that anybody's interested in what I have to do, so I get to keep doing it. I've been crafting since my son was, well, I've been making art forever. Seriously love it. It is the best thing. I am very thankful I live in a world that lets me be creative because it makes my heart sing. But I have been doing scrapbooking, mixed media art, card making, gel plate printing, all of the things, because that's my whole mantra is do all the things, since my son was 6 months old. And as a job in this industry, since he was probably a year, I started. So I've been around for a long time, been doing this for a long time, and absolutely love it. It just brings me immense joy. Immense joy. So I'm going to flip the camera. You don't need to look at my funny face anymore. And I want to talk about what we did this year. So if you're new, maybe something is going to appeal to you. And then I want to talk about what I want to do more of next year, new things. You bring me joy. Kelly, you and your whole family bring me joy too. I absolutely, if you know me, it's genuine. I am a very happy girl. I work a lot and happily so because I want to inspire you guys to want to make. And some of you, maybe this year hard for you and you didn't have much time to make. How are we going to change that for 2026? Do you have to buy all the things to do the things? No. You buy what appeals to you. You know what I mean? I never feel like you have to pay to play. Well, some of the things you have to, like the classes and stuff, because this is my full-time job. But I do lots of things for free too. Okay, got to look up my nose because I've bought a whole camera setup. All of it is sitting over there. And I'm going to take the time to set up a permanent filming spot. So I'll still be a girl in her basement, but I won't have to flip the camera anymore. I'm going to be able to zoom in and do all the fancy things. Oh, look at my notebook is there. There's no swear words or anything on it. So what did I miss? I'm going to take a quick look. I'm sitting down now. I'm sitting down in my hard pants. And is there anything you guys want me to go over or talk about tonight? Pretty stamps and dies. I saw that. Love your creativity. So I don't have to go through all of the comments again. Hopefully your fingers aren't sore. Type it again in case I missed it, okay? Everything's working out, right? Just want to make sure. Hello, Robin. My Robins are here tonight. You bring me joy too. So much fun to hang out tonight. I love it, right? I love it. Rich will come down later. We are chauffeuring kids around because, they're hanging out for New Year's. And I'm like, I will very happily drive you wherever you need to go and pick you up. A Niagara event sounds awesome. I agree, Rebecca. I'm going to go. I'm going to make that happen and go and look into that tonight. Thank you, Irene. Irene told me I look beautiful tonight. Thank you, my friend. That makes me feel really good. That feels nice, right? To hear that kind of thing. When will the dies be on the site? By the weekend, okay? I just have to put the images together and get them up there. So yes, they'll be up there by the weekend. Your 49 notebook need to decorate. I need to decorate lots of things, right? I need to do all of the things. Uh, don't get the rest of Canada. Come to Saskatchewan. It's hard. It's going to be one of those where it's an event, and people have to come to me because I need help. I need help. It's one Vicky, right? So, um, I've talked to a store in Calgary. We were supposed to do something for this year, but putting it off till next. So we'll do the things, right? I love, Saskatoon. I love it. I would totally come to Saskatchewan, but just have to do the things, right? It's hard, but we can always be here, and that's super, super helpful, right? That we can do the things online. Um, did I miss anything? I'm sorry. It's going really fast tonight. So thank you everyone who's thumbs up to the video. If you have not, do this right now. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to figure out how to make YouTube easier to navigate so you can find all the information this year. We're going to be working on all the things because now I have people to help and we're going to do the things. I discovered you when Fernwood came out. However, I didn't find you on YouTube until this September. Thanks for that. It has broadened me into mixed media. I love that, Lisa, and I want to do more of that with you this year. Hi, Connie. Looking forward to all the things. Wish I was rich and retired. I hear you, friend. I hear you, friend. And I try to be so conscious of all the things that I'm bringing out, but it's hard because this is my job, right? So a lot of the stuff I need releases throughout the year, so I have product to work with. I don't want you to ever feel pressured to you do what you can. There's lots of people who just make, use what they have, or there's some really exciting stuff coming this year. Yeah. Can I tell you something else? I had my first 100,000 viewed reel on Instagram. Does anybody know what it is? What we did recently? Was the most views I ever had. And it's not like I am all tied into the whole social media thing, but I'm hoping it broadens the reach so people come and find us. Yes, 100K views. Do you guys know what it is? I know. Isn't that crazy? It blows me away. It blows me away. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason, but it was this. Nobody is guessing. I'm thinking, no, it's something we just did. It's something we just did. So it was this. It was this. So we sat and painted, and this image is not up here on YouTube. And Tim, my friend Tim Holtz, commented on my video, and it made me feel really, really good. Because those kind of things, when people take time to talk to you, look at, if none of it mattered, I wouldn't be doing, let's be honest. You know what I mean? When I do something that I've worked really hard at, it really feels nice. And I feel like the world is tired in 2025 and people consume everything that is out there, but they don't interact much. And I won't lie, I go to check. I want to see, did people like it? What are people not commenting like, Vicky, we love you? It's not that. It's more like, is what I'm doing, is it interesting? Are people interested in it? Should I do more of? What should I do more of, right? Because it's hard to come up with new ideas, but it was this one. 100,000 views on my Instagram. But only the normal like 3,000 or 2,600 views on YouTube. But isn't that crazy? So the video is up. There was 2 different tree painting ones. It's the second one. I will update the image so it has that image on it so you guys can find it. But it was a lot of fun. We masked that and painted those with distress ink. And I have to say, I loved this. It was a lot of fun. You don't use Instagram often. Yeah. I want to figure out YouTube because I know I can post images here on YouTube. So every Friday night live, and I want to do additional. That's one of the things I want to talk to you about. I want to do some kind of like mixed media mini in the week. So I'll do like lives that are during the day. So it's in a like different time that even if you can't join me, you can watch it whenever. But yeah, it's on YouTube. The whole live, I think it was the last one I did. The last live was the trees. So I think I said like 5 techniques for painting trees or whatever, but we ended up doing one because it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Okay, so we have lots of things I want to share. I just want to walk through stuff tonight, right? Yes, I need to do YouTube shorts. Let me tell you something, right? Is DC here? DC! Oh my goodness. I love all of you guys so much. I am an old lady. It is a true fact. And trying to keep up with all of the things is really hard. So I would like to master YouTube. And I'm watching, like, there's a couple people I follow who have like great YouTube following, great content. I love their vibe. And why not learn from the masters? So I'm looking at a couple of different, mostly card makers and some mixed media artists that really have mastered how to use YouTube. So I want you, the information to, for the most part, be on 3 places. YouTube, where we're going to have the lives, long format videos. I want to take content from that and make short videos so we can have YouTube shorts. I want us to have images that you can just reference. So when I finish the project, you have somewhere to find it. And you will find me at vickybooten.com. Natalie's going to be posting all of my amazing design team work. Design team creators work on vickybooten.com on the blog. My calendar is going to be updated on there. And the other place would be on Facebook, because don't fight it. Even get yourself a weird name. Like my mother had a weird name. It wasn't her name on there. You want to be part of the community, and that's where all my classes are. You're older than dirt. I feel like it some days, right? You're 66 and you struggle. You get what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to keep on top of all of the things, right? But tell me, where do you find my content? Look at, got my notes. Where I'm going to put it beside me. So if you guys say like amazing things that I feel like I need to put it in the book, my Facebook page is our community, right? My Facebook page is our community. So I think it's important that we have to have something that's social media. YouTube I love, but I feel like you guys interact. We interact here on the YouTubes, but it is where people consume, but I need feedback. This year is really important. Something big is coming, and I will really very much need your input, support. I need to expand my reach. It is huge and exciting and yeah, and scary. So lots of things will be coming, and you guys will be the first ones to know as soon as I can share. But let's do a little walkthrough creatively of 2025. So my first collection this year was my last collection with American Crafts, which I believe I had 20 collections with American Crafts with this one. 20 collections with American Crafts. And I have to say that I love all of them. I'll tell you a funny story. The one that I thought people wouldn't really like was Sugar Rush. And I think it was one of the best performing collections that I ever did. And I did not think people would love Sugar Rush. But this one is cut and paste, and I freaking love this. I feel like it encapsulates, is that a word? It encompasses my creative, I don't know, voice. I think it does. So you love Fernwood. Well, that's why I really feel like you're going to love Discover and Create, and wait till I share that with you. So stick around, grab a drink, grab your snacks, right? 20 collections with American Crafts. And like I said, the last year was really tough. I love the company, but they were struggling and it was hard, but you guys made it all awesome. So I have to say, this is cut and paste. Cut and paste didn't have an album. A lot of the items in this, like the papery, there was a sticker book, got canceled. So the SKUs that we ended up getting were really awesome. And if you guys remember, it released early in the year. But it was a nightmare with trying to secure product. And I finally secured product. We did not do this class till the summer, right? We did not do this class till the summer. But this class outperformed almost all of my classes in 2025. You guys loved this one. So we did a flip book. Did you guys remember this? We did this flip book, which I want to do more of. And I want to switch it up with some of the stuff, right? I do. I think it's the color palette you guys loved because it is kind of a rainbow palette. But it's not like rainbow cutesy. I think it's rainbow artsy. I feel like I'm rainbow artsy, right? I love the flip books. I want to do more of them. I want to put photos in the freaking things. One of the other things I want to do this year, and tell me, Sugar Rush was a couple years ago. Because we're chatting tonight, I'll grab the album and I'll show you. It was the rainbow one with the unicorns and candy, and it was really fun. And it was like Sugar Rush. It was fun. So we did this one, the flip book. I did so many layouts, and I'm going to tell you, be watching. Do you love cut and paste and you might want to do more with cut and paste? There's something that hasn't been announced that I'm just going to tell you. Be watching, and please follow my links and everything when you're ready for it. Because I have to tell you, what I did with this is all brand new, and it's all awesome, and it's coming soon. So be watching for it. Okay, something fun is coming. So I taught, I think, 3 different classes with cut and paste. So lots of double page layouts. If you are new here and you love traditional scrapbooking, I got your back. So we did all of this. Some of you guys did some of these things with me. Some of them were for different classes. So not all of it was done. And like I said, I may have created a whole whack of new things for something that's coming up. Something that's coming up. But look how fun. We have a lot of fun. I have to tell you that making scrapbook pages is my jam. And this collection, because the whole concept behind this was kind of inspired by decoupage and taking found objects and making art. Look at this. This is the washi tape that we used as a frame. I love that. That washi tape, because it looked like notebook paper. Absolutely love. I love the wreaths too. Do you love the wreaths, Robin? You're okay with me doing circle things? Because I love the wreaths. That's a hard one. Wreaths. I love that. So we did all of these pages and more with cut and paste, which was, like I said, my last release from American Crafts. You guys know the struggle for me securing the product for this one. Took forever. And then we sold out of everything. All of it. Like, I have a couple pieces left of it, but there are some things that I sold because I didn't want to disappoint anyone. But very exciting, because something is coming next year, so be watching for it. So you if you're here, so don't be sad, Glenda. Did you hear what I just said? Something's coming. So it's going to be really fun. So look at, I'm making a note that you guys love the circles and the wreaths. Wreaths. Holy crap, I can't say that word. So that was my last collection with American Crafts. And you guys didn't know it, but I had been talking to Janine from 49 and Market from in 2024. In September, I flew to New York to start working on early. It'll be early this year. I can't, it hasn't been announced, so I just watch for it. I'm just telling you, you guys will know ahead of time. And when I can tell you more, I'm going to tell you, I'm doing something, and then I'm going to do extra on top of it, because you know me, and if you have lots of product left, I'm going to make stuff with it. So and a lot of people didn't get cut and paste. A lot of people didn't get it. So I'm just telling you, watch for it. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be fun. So then I was talking with Janine, and I started developing this next collection, which I have a ton of projects here to share, was called Flower Emporium. And this was kind of, I loved 49 and Market forever. I love Katie Petit. I love her art. I used all that stuff, followed her forever, loved Janine, everything she did, had met her years ago with my friend Frank Garcia, and was super excited when I knew I needed to find a new home. And I reached out to her, and she says, yeah, let's give it a try. And we came out with this release, Flower Emporium, which sold like crazy. I think it was well received. Did you love this collection? Even for some of you guys who are not huge into flowers, I think this was a fun one. So I did, this isn't even all the layouts. I'm going to flip through these, but this isn't even all of the layouts that I did, right? But I did this class. Do you remember? All these layering pieces. So we had the bins. All of this is interactive. It all fit in there. Little Simon on the stool, these little flowers, the pieces went inside. Clusters, because if you're new here, I love this. There's so many coming for next year too. But the clusters, this was inspired because let me tell you, when I was designing this, I didn't even know if cut and paste was going to be released. So we did a version of that color wheel with this collection. I would do this 10 million times in different patterns. I love it. I think people love it because there's some things that people gravitate towards, and this was one of the things. So we did look at the bike, and there are so many pieces in the ephemera, and you have laser cuts, and you have rub-ons, and we have chipboard, and this collection was on crack. There was a lot released with this collection. I got smarter as we went that we didn't need as much. So you'll see with the my collection in the beginning of the year, I dialed it back. I dialed it back to what I think is a good mix of product, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm trying to be very conscious of your dollars, and I want you to be able to do all the things. So I love this. We have staples and starters and whole concepts, and it all came from how I create. So really, Janine let me just run with it. She totally awesome with where I was like, I want to do this, and I need more pattern paper. Can we do paper pad? Can we do the things? And we did it. We did all of the things with this release, and you guys showed up and did all of the things. You signed up for all the classes, you created with me. We did Friday Night Lives, which I'm going to get to, right? A lot of these are doubles because I know my scrapbooking friends want their double page layouts. If you only do singles, you don't care. If you only do doubles, you really care. And look, there's photos on here. There are photos on these layouts. So that's Rich and I in Italy. And I sewed on here. Remember how excited I was that I got my sewing machine out and it was working and it wasn't getting jammed, and now it's getting jammed and I haven't pulled it out again. I think I need a new needle. I'm going to try that, but I am not a sewer. I only sew on paper, so I'm telling you, I do my best. That's Devin and I. And then we used, do you remember this? This was a Friday Night Live. And we used a stencil in the background and inked 2 colors. It was the easiest technique, and I absolutely love that one. So watch through the Friday Night Lives. That will be in there. Hi, Amy. How are you? And then we had this one, which was I created for the booth at NAMTA. Devin and I at our local flower shop. And I've lost some pounds since here. And then the flower shop, right? The interactives with the doors. You look at that. I said to Rich that we were looking back through things, and I'm like, oh, I can tell that I lost some weight because the beginning of the year in the YouTube videos compared to the end of the year, I think you can see it my face. This is Rich and I in Puerto Rico. So we did lots of pages. This was Flower Emporium, my first release with 49 and Market. So we're going through projects, things we did. So with these, I also love to do interactive albums. So let's take a little gander at the album we made for Flower Emporium. I love this, right? Okay, talk to me right now. Who out there isn't sure if they like to make albums? Who out there is excited to maybe try some new things this year? I would like to, I know I would love to put pictures on all the things because I really love making. Like I love to sit down and create. The only thing is I can never go back Do you know what I mean? I make the projects and then I never go back because I'm working on 10 other things. And I really want this year to do things with intention. So when I was talking to my friend Kari, here are some of my plans too for 2026 as we're looking through things. I would like to make an album from scratch that is an art journal that is also kind of like a traveler's notebook, but bigger, where we could put photos in it. I'd like to make 2 different albums from scratch. So I feel like in January, one of the things we're going to do is a free class where we sit and we make an album from scratch. That album will be for practice work. It will be for using your scraps. It will be for testing and swatching. And then I would like another one that is almost like my planner, my journal for listing, but creatively. So I can use stamps, stencils, die cuts, dies, just layering. I want those albums to always be on my desk. So even when we're working on other things, they're going to be our every day. You could pull that out and throw something in it. I really want it to be your Kickstarter. It's going to be our Kickstarter album. So that's on my list. So in January, one of the things that we're going to be doing is making an album from scratch. And it might have to be in two classes because it'll take a while. But that is one of the things. And I really want I will send you the list of what you need. You can use things that you have on hand. I'll tell you some of the handmade watercolor paper. I think we'll junk journal it up. So we'll put a whole mix. We'll make signatures out of mix. That signatures is a stack of paper, and we're going to sew it. Just so you know, we're going to do some simple book binding techniques, but that's going to be one of the first things. Do you have to register? No. Well, I might do something because I'm trying to be smarter about the things that if I put it through my website, that new people will find vickybooten.com. It's going to be very important this year for me to get people to be aware of the things I'm doing. I want to be better about it this year. So I just want you to know that's going to be one of the things that we're doing. What size are you thinking? Anything you want. I haven't really thought that far, but mine won't be too small. It'll be bigger than a 5x7 because I like the opportunity to put lots in there. So on top of that, we're still going to be visiting these kind of things. So I'm going to segue from this too. So I want you to have a peek at what we do in these album classes. So to give you an idea, you see how big this is. So I already told you that we did 16 layouts in this class. There might have been more. Did we do more than 16 in this one? We might have. Like I did a lot because I smoke crack sometimes, I swear. And then I take this from nothing. You get the entire kit and then we build it. And I sat down and I made this. And what is really exciting is when you think about it, the whole concept, this entire collection came from my head. And I work with a designer that I work with now for years and years, Melissa from American Crafts. I work with her and we put all this stuff together. And then I get all the product and I get excited. I make my family ooh and ah because I live in a house that nobody really cares what I do, really. They do, but they don't. So that's why I call my friends so they can tell me that I'm awesome. Because it's lonely. It's a lonely existence. Not that I'm awesome, but they like what I'm doing, right? So when this comes together, we added the rub-ons. We do interactive. I don't know why people poo-poo these albums because I really feel like I can see a start and a finish, and I could get photos in here. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? I live in a house, Sherry, where no one cares what I'm doing. I'm a girl in her basement, and sometimes I wear pants, sometimes I comb my hair, sometimes I don't. And I do all these things, and I work all the time to a house where they're like, oh yeah, that's cute. And nobody cares. So I have to come here so that my friends can tell me they love what I do. Because otherwise, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to go be a greeter at Walmart so that I can talk to people. So you know what I'm saying? So we make these albums. And I absolutely freaking love this. I love how it turned out. We do clusters. Like this is a simple cluster. But the whole idea and the thought that goes behind this is there's a lot of product in here. The quality of the product is amazing. So the prices are a little bit higher, but I feel like the value is there. And when I do my classes, you buy the kit. I don't charge you for any of this. This is all included with that, right? It's all included. So when you think for me to sit down and do this is hours, it's weeks. It's weeks of work. Well, months when you think that it comes from nothing to this. And then I like to give that to you because I'm like, I'll give my time. I can give my time, right? So if you're new here, these are the things we do. We do mixed media art. We do albums with interactive bits. We layer paper. We make clusters. We do lots of fun, different flips and flaps. You have so much real estate for your photos. I hope this encourages you to also to take the pictures, right? I'm an album girl too, Angie. I love this. I just feel like it's a mini layout. So this is what we did for Flower Emporium. And remember I said I'm going to segue because I'm talking a lot with my hands because I'm very excited and excitable. So let's talk about something else that happens. I go on cruises and I like to, I feel like that is, you get, I limit it to a group of 50. We spend a lot of time together. I like to make sure that I give you a huge kit. You get tons of time to make with me. We hang out, we do the things because I get that that's a huge investment. So this is one of the other types of projects I do. And this is going to maybe be showing up this year in one of my classes. Not this product. This is Katie's product that I mix with some other stuff. So it's an older 49 and Market collection. But this is a different type of album that we did because I love to make. So we did this and we went on a cruise and I gave the album to Captain Kate and she showed it to her millions of followers and it was a lot of fun. So this is going to be coming, not this one, but something like this. How fun is this? So it is interactive. It's still a ton of work. We do lots of fun things like look at different flip outs, but look at this album just keeps getting bigger. So everybody went crazy over this one, right? So I thought we'll add one in this year. So with one, what is the size? I don't have my ruler over here, but I would say, well, this is all 6x8 paper in here. So it's 6x8-ish, maybe a little bit bigger. And look at, we're going to do one of these. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it'll be different because some of this product doesn't exist anymore, like these notebooks and stuff. But that's going to be coming. Nobody cares. I'm not lying. Nobody cares. I'm telling you, I am of zero importance in this house other than, hey, can you help me wash my socks? What are we having for supper? I'm a mom. You know. It is a thankless job, right? So this will be coming. Something like this will be coming. I did this one. And we did this one on the last cruise with Dennis's collection. Oops. I think I almost broke it. So we are going to be doing a different version of this. So that's going to be coming this year as well. Flip book. I want to do a tag book. What else would you like to see? Tell me right now. Can we have like a little pause where you guys can, I can stop talking for a minute and you guys, well, kind of, I'm never going to stop talking. But what kind of projects would you love to see this year? Do you like the flip book idea? I have mini books planned. I have flip book, and it is definitely gel plate will be coming 100% because now, so that is another one of the blips in the history of Vicki Boutin. There was a gel plate that came out from American Crafts with my name on it that doesn't work, that I did not want to ever be released. So I had to take a year from printmaking. A year off because I didn't want you to spend your money on it and I couldn't really say anything about it, and people email me still who are new to Vicki Boutin that are like, why'd you put this crap out? And I'm like, look, I'm just an artist. My name goes on stuff. I have zero control over any of that kind of thing. when you work with a manufacturer. You don't. When it comes and people get mad about that kind of stuff, or their stickers aren't printed right, or I have no say, I have no part of that. It's just my name on it, right? So gel plate didn't happen. I'm going to tell you the one thing that's hard. For things that you guys want that are theme specific is very hard for me to do, because unfortunately the crafting world is different now. It's very small. So you'll never see me release a baby line. I'll never probably release anything that's themed, because it has such a short shelf life. And if I'm not in Michael's or somewhere where I have tons of people that are shopping it, it's almost impossible. So it's not that use it as a palette. Yeah, it's a piece of garbage. A Rolodex, we can do that, but the whole thing, right, is sourcing a Rolodex. So I have about, I think, the Heidi Swap ones, I probably have about 40 of them, the black and pink mix, that aren't listed on my website, but I can only sell them in Canada or internationally. I can't sell to the US. So I love that, a memory decks idea, but we just have to figure out the base. So I'll put it down. It's on my list. So gel plate, memory decks. I love the memory decks idea, but we can do some kind of version of that too, right? They make them out of wood chip memory decks. Yeah, so we could just source it, right? I like non-themed collections. It's different and stretches me creatively. Yeah, and I think that you could find things that, as long as the color palette works, right? We could do that. I would love to see something done with a clipboard. I like that, but Ange, it's so hard now, because I feel like the industry is different now, right? The industry is different now, so I feel like it's a niche now. It's not as big as it was, so it makes it, I have to do things memory deck and memory file box. I love that idea. And Shelly McDaniel is here. She is super talented, so if you see her name there, make sure you go and check her out. I've known Shelly for many, many moons, and very happy to see her crafting up a storm these days, and you want to check that up. Dollar store glow up. Love that idea too. Just always keep in mind, it's not that it's business first, but I always have to tie it back into my product. So it's the only thing is, you guys know I do Friday Night Lives where I'm like, use whatever you have, but it's still a business. I'm still a business. So I have to make sure whatever we're doing, I'm tying it back into my product, because I'm pretty much exclusively using my own stuff this year, because I'm only going to have time to do that, right? Dowels. I'm going to look into it because I've seen them online. So I would love to do that, but we totally could do where I could pick some stuff at dollar store, and we could do things, just things that you guys can find, right? My goal for the new year is to take one of your classes. I would love that. I do. You get a lot in there, right? Projects to make with your products. Yeah, I love that, Inez. Shelly does amazing mini books. She does. She's absolutely super talented. Spring flip book. Yeah, yep, with the base, because there's still lots of the bases out there, so we could definitely look at that. So what did I miss? So I would love a clusters class, like a clusters book or something that allows you to build a bunch and use them as needed. That's fun. That's fun, a clusters class. So we have clusters. We have dollar store glow up. What else did I miss? Dollar store glow up. You had clipboard. Gel plate. That's happening. Gel plate printing is happening with all of the stuff that's coming out. I'm going to tell you something too, right? Is that that'll be happening, Robin, because there's something coming out in January. So that's just going to happen. I love the recipe book idea. I'd actually, maybe in 2027, I want to do a collection that is somehow food and recipe related. Would you guys like that? Because I know I would like to put all of my mom's stuff in that. I would like that. So I make a note of that too. That's food and recipe related. So that is on my list. I like that idea. Which gel plate to buy? there's only two that I would buy, and I'm only one of these two. I'll show you. Do not buy the ink ball roller, whatever. There's another one that's garbage too. Where's my gel plate drawer? I only live here. You'd think I'd know where everything is, but here. So it should be either Jelly Art or this, my plate is in there, or Gel Press. Jelly Art or Gel Press. Do not buy Speedball. It's no good either. It's for ink. Speedball is for ink. But you want this one or this one, Gel Press or Jelly Arts. And if you're going to start for a starter plate, I would do the 8x10 because you can use it with 8.5x11. So if I was going to start with something, it would be the 8x10 of either one of these companies. One of them, I think this was first, and then somebody from this separated, I believe, and started their own. So you're getting pretty much, I think it's made in the US. You want that one. Don't waste your money on the one with my name on it. It's cockapoo-poo. And don't buy the Speedball one because it's not good for acrylic paint, right? I guess I better find which box my jelly plate got packed in. You do. But yeah, I think 8x10 is good to start. I'm buying myself a 3x5 and a 5x7 because I want them for my art journals. But I love gel plate printing. And if you take care of your plate, you never have to replace it. So I really believe that it's worth investing in. I love it. And so here, I wish you could see me, but you can only see my hands. The other reason is, see this card? See the background there? That's from a gel plate print. So I want to do a class. One of the lives that we're going to do is literally printmaking for stamps and die cuts. It's going to be one of the things I'm doing, printmaking for stamps and die cuts, because I feel like let's make our own art paper. I want to revisit some of the techniques that I've done in my book. I wrote a book years ago. You guys remember that? Here it is. There's tons of techniques in here. I want to make paper. I want to teach you a faux printmaking technique. I would like to revisit using mediums, gesso, stamping in gesso. Look I made this paper. So I would like to go here and make fabric paper again. So lots and lots of stuff that we are going to do and visit. Tons of techniques. It's going to be a fun year. It's going to be well, they always are. We do lots, but I feel like we need to expand our horizons. Paper towel art, Irene, it's on my list. It's going to be early in the year. So we got to start making our paper towels. Irene, look it. And I know poor Irene had a house fire, so this is not to make you sad, but just so you know, Irene, this is an IKEA bin. You see it? I'm ready for my paper towel art. That's all paper towels. It's all paper towels. I'm ready for you. So you got to start making a mess, Irene, so you have your paper towels ready to go. I put it down though, paper towel art. Okay, but you see what I'm saying? Like this, these are gel plate prints, and this is Contain Funk. We did this, like, look at painting. We did mixed media painting. But all of this is from mixed media. And then stamps, stencils, dies are your friend. And that's what I said. When you see the stuff that's going to be coming out with Sizzix, you're going to be really happy because it's what you would expect, right? What you would expect from Vicki Boutin. And you know I'm always very conscious of your dollars, so I want it to be stuff that you get lots of use out of. So that's coming. So back on track for releases. So who thought this was their favorite? Happy New Year from Massachusetts. Happy New Year. So Halloween was the, what do you call it? The dark horse, or the I would not have had. You guys went crazy over Halloween. You went crazy. So Halloween was like a sub collection within Curiosities in Willow Grove. And with that being said, Curiosities in Willow Grove kind of got lost. It kind of got lost. So that kit, I still have kits of that. I'm going to tell you. And I know some of you are like, yeah, I want to buy it, Vicky, but you just showed it at Christmas, right after Christmas. I can't afford it right now. I have kits. Maybe you won't be able to do the class live with me, but you can grab a kit. I'm going to show you that one. I'm going to show you that the projects from that. I'm going to tell you. I'm not lying when I say it's my favorite. It's my favorite so far. I sat for hours and worked on that one, and I love it. So Halloween, isn't it crazy? It's popular, and it not normally isn't. But I have to say that I loved this release because it was part of another collection. So we didn't come out with something that was just Halloween. We came out with something that had pieces that were Halloween. And I love this collection. I really think that it turned out beautifully. We had our first release with, these are the Irresistibles. So they are white rub-ons, but they're sticky and they resist ink. So we did so many. These layouts, you guys just went crazy over all of this. Look at this. This is kicking it old school, isn't it? With the folded paper corner. But I love the orange and the purple and the yellow. And it is fun and whimsical for Halloween. And it's kind of boo scary. But it's not too cutesy. So I feel like if Vicky was going to do a Halloween collection, this one turned out really well. I love it. I love the laser cuts in this. I love inking and doing, these are the Resistibles. So kind of, there might be something coming in the new year. And I love these. And I really love that for clustering and all the elements really worked out well. You guys love this one. Question, what are the Irresistibles you keep talking about? These are the Irresistibles, Vicky. See this white rub-on? So it works on dark as a white, which I love. But look at what else it does. Do you see the spider web on that tree? That's irresistible. So when you put it on, you can ink around it. So it is like, do you remember back in the day, Heidi Swap came out with stars and different shapes that you could, it's the same idea. It's like taking a white embossing powder and inking around it, but it's all done for you. And it's a rub-on. It's a rub-on. They're on VickyBooten.com. They're on there. They're called Irresistibles. And like I said, something, maybe something's coming in the new year. Maybe it is. You know, a little birdie might have said, maybe something's coming. Look in the background of that. That's irresistible. Can you see? You can see the shine. So it is like a tacky rub-on sticker that resists ink. So that was the Halloween release. It was part of Curiosities in Willow Grove, but we did Christmas before that one. But before we get to that, do you remember something I did for free? It was this. This is what we're talking about with the, hello, Mr. Booten. Sidecar is in the house.
I finally finished my shuttling duties.
Yes. Did you drive the girls too?
No.
Are they still here?
No.
It got quiet. I heard him yelling up there. So the flip book. Hey, Sidecar, everybody. So with us, this is being like chatty time. A lot of you have met Rich because he comes on the cruises with me. And I have to say that if it wasn't for him and my mom, I would never have been able to do what I do. Because when I was away and traveling, he was taking care of the kids, supporting me, even though I told him earlier that nobody cares what I do in this house. That, like, I have to call Kari and call my friends and say, tell me I'm awesome, because no one in here will ooh and ah over my stuff. He tries, he pretends, but I'm like, you do realize I made this from nothing. And he'll be like, yeah, nice. Okay, I'm going to go watch golf. I'm going to go watch cruise videos on YouTube.
I did watch Royal Beach.
And just so you know, he has a toque on right now. Rich walks around.
Cold.
like Fat Albert or something. Like, didn't he always have his
can't
toque
show
on?
people, 'cause
Who
somebody
who was the
pretty
guy on
name.
Fat Albert that had his toque pulled down over his face and the eye holes
Didn't
cut out?
watch Fat Albert.
Hey, hey, hey! It's Fat Albert.
No.
I love that show. So he walks around the house with a toque on all the time.
No, it's winter and it's cold.
It's not cold in this house. I think you're trying to hold your hair in. So we did this flip book. So anyway, just so he knows, yes, if it wasn't for Rich, he is the one who tapes the boxes and does the things and loads the car, and he brings them from the Canada side. Not a toupee. No, it's not a toupee. It's not a
Not
toupee.
yet.
Doesn't have a toupee on. No comb over yet or anything. Yeah, he's good. So we did this class, which was the flip book that we made from scratch. He's putting my glasses on now. So now he has a toque and owl glasses on. He's crazy. He's crazy, right? Mushmouth. Is that what his name was on Fat Albert? I just remember the guy who had his hat pulled down over his face.
Gotta watch hockey. See you later.
You asked and received this book for Christmas. I love that. It's fun, right? So we did a flip book and you guys loved this. I have to say this project, I think it has this year some of the most views for this one was the Halloween flip book. So this flip book was created for Christmas. I don't know if Sharia is still here. When Janine showed me a version of the stand, the flip stand, I was like, I love that. And I want to do a Christmas book, which I'm going to show you next, which is what this all came from, right? But, oh, look, the page is not actually on the rings. But that is the Irresistibles, right? That's Irresistibles. So it is a lot of fun. We did the flip book. This was a free class, so you can use what you have. You still can source this stuff. There's still Halloween stuff out there. You can still get the source book, the album. I don't have any kits left. There might be. I don't know if there's any left on the U.S. side of my shop, but it was a lot of fun. You can use whatever you want and watch that video. It was a free class. It took all day, but a lot of fun. So this is one of the other projects we did was this Halloween flip book. And then before I show you Curiosities in Willow Grove, we did a Christmas version of this one that was a paid class, right? This one was a paid class because I sold this kit, right? So this kit came with some of the elements, like the shaker, and some of the pieces were part of a Halloween flip or Christmas flip book kit with mistletoe and memories that you could get everything in there. But I jazzed it up and added a whole bunch more. So this one I love. And this was designed. I designed this with a Texas event in mind because I did not want to cannibalize the sales of my Christmas weekend event. So I said, we have to do something that's different. So we have a lot of people that are going to be at both classes. I want them to still be able to participate in both, that I'm not using the same product for both things. So we did this Christmas flip book class. And a lot of the elements were designed so you could, I hope you guys can see that. And this was one of the other classes that I did this year, was the Christmas flip book class, which you can still get access only if you want to go. You have your own stuff you want to use, but absolutely love this. There's 2 shakers in here. Look at that tree. I love it. So that was, hello, Jody. How are you, my friend? So this was one of the other classes we did. Love it because it was a little bit different, right? So my friend Jody's here. She comes on the cruises. She comes and hangs out with me. Kind of her life has changed a little, so she doesn't want to do 12 by 12 layouts, more into mixed media and doing other things. So trying to find elements and different, because all of you out here are who out here is predominantly a card maker, who out here loves more mixed media or altered, who out here loves 6x8 albums, planners. Like, I want to do art that no matter what you do, I will do something that will appeal to you and you can still hang out and play with me, because I really think it's important, right? Even as a card maker, I do a lot of mixed media that you can use, and I will be making more cards this year with my Sizzix stuff as well, because it is not, the stuff that I'll be coming out with will work with whatever kind of crafting you do. You could do altered art, you could do whatever, and it will work. But I want to do things that, I don't know, selfishly, that just make me excited to still create, right? So then we did a whole whack of layouts with the Christmas collection. And this is what I was asking you guys. So here, we need a giveaway. It's about giveaway time, right? So what else could I give away? How about this is Canadian because my website's in Canadian dollars. So when I say I'm going to give a $75 gift certificate to my store, if you're in the US, and it's going to be 75 Canadian. So it will not be 75 US dollars when you get it, but there's no way for me to, I can't figure out how to do that. Okay. So comment, and as I'm talking, I'm going to go over there and scroll up. So $75 gift certificate to VickiBooten.com is the next giveaway I'm giving away, because there are over 300 of you hanging out with me. So, but like I said, it's Canadian dollars. Okay. Don't forget, you have to email me at info@VickiBooten.com and let me know what you won, and I will send it to you. So I'm coming over here to scroll. I'm going to do the scroll. You ready? Here's the scroll. Here's the scroll. Scroll. Stop. Retro Queen Bee Art. Retro Queen Bee Art. What is your name, Retro Queen Bee Art? Retro Queen Bee Art. You just won a 75 Canadian dollar gift certificate to VickiBooten.com. I heard that Vicky Booten is a lot of fun. Always having a good time with Vicky Booten. Are you still here, retro art girl? Retro Queen Bee Art. So that's you. So just email me. Okay, email me so that I can send you your price. I'll send you your gift certificate. That's what I'm gonna give away, because then just go pick whatever you want. So tonight, that was 75. The next one I give away is gonna be 100. And then the next one, the last one for tonight, that'll be near the end, is gonna be a $200 gift certificate. So that should be able, if you guys really wanted to get the Curiosities in Willow Grove, you can. So the next one will be 100, and then there will be a $200 one. And then when the live is done, if you leave a comment in the regular comment section when the video is no longer live, I'm going to give a second $200 gift certificate to VickiBooten.com. So what is that? Like, what have I given away? That will be like almost $600 tonight. $600 in giveaways because you hung out with me and I like to buy your love. Okay, so Christmas then came around. So my not the last collection, because Christmas actually came out before Curiosities in Willow Grove, right? Christmas comes out in July. I'm going to tell you, if I do a Christmas collection this year, it's not going to come out in July. So keep that in mind, that you're going to want to wait. I would rather bring it out in the fall, because what ends up happening, what I'm finding now, is Christmas comes out in July. There's a mad rush to grab your Christmas. And then what ends up happening is the release that comes out that is more not themed totally gets lost with the Christmas stuff. So Christmas is going to be coming. I think I won't do a huge collection, but it'll be something that we can do layouts and we can do an album with, because we will definitely do an album for Christmas. Okay, we'll definitely do an album for Christmas. So these holiday layouts, we had a paper that had beautiful stars on that we fussy cut. I love this layout. I think this was a bonus one from the class. We did this double page layout. I love this one. So when we were doing this one, I knew I wanted a mailbox, and then I knew I wanted envelopes. So it was almost like Harry Potter with the envelopes coming through the door. I wanted to be able to have like an explosion. And then these rub-ons, I think, are everything. And this is how I like to do rub-ons. I like rub-ons that are like mixed media without the mess, so that it is a clusterable, layerable element. That's a rub-on. That right there is a rub-on. And then I put a sticker on top of it. So I love this layout. This was one, I think, of my most popular papers ever. Most popular papers ever. Do you see all the people who sewed on it? They sewed on that background. I love it. So these are clusters. If you're like, what is she talking about with the clusters? So when you do my classes, we do clusters in the cluster class, that when we do the layouts, you can go boop and just put your clusters on. So a cluster is just taking different elements and layering them to make beautiful art that goes right on your projects. I love to cluster. It's my thing. Clustering is my jam, right? That's a cluster. And I build elements in my collections that work for that, because I've loved to cluster before we ever called it clustering. But rather than putting elements, oh, look at this. Tell me this right here. Aloha. I love that. I want to go back to Hawaii. So here is a fireplace with the little fire, the stocking, all of these elements go into that. It was all interactive. And then your laser cuts, everything was so you could decorate your page. Isn't that fun? So there's going to be more of this coming in the new year. Do you love that? It's a very Vicky thing, wouldn't you say? These elements that you can do this. You don't have to die cut everything. You can put it all there. Do a cruise from BC to Hawaii. That would be fun. I'm going to make a note of that. Is that a thing? BC, is it with Royal to Hawaii? I'll look that up. I haven't booked anything for 2027. Where would you like to go cruising in 2027? Jody, have you done Norway yet? That Norway cruise was the freaking best thing ever. And I didn't think I was going to like it. I did it for DC. And Lindsay said, let's go to Norway. And I'm like, okay, whatever, let's book it. And it was the best cruise ever. Diorama Interactives, it's my jam. I love it. Europe. Yes. And I would do Norway again. I would do Norway again too. It was my favorite. I absolutely loved Norway. Loved it. I did the UK this year too. And I'm planning that for 2027 as well. Back to Alaska. I have to tell you, this is probably an unpopular opinion. Alaska was not my favorite cruise. I think Alaska needs to be done as land and sea. To be honest with you, it was an exhausting cruise because everything was a full day trip. So I felt like I needed more time. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? So yes, look at this, the snow globe. You weren't a fan of Alaska cruise either. I liked it, but I felt like rushed and everything was, I don't know. And it is rough. The seas were rough, right? A lot of people were green on that cruise. I felt so bad. I had ladies on there for the first time cruising, and I said, I never get sick on a cruise. And there was a lot of puking going on. It was a very rough passage. So, but not once you were in there, but it's rushed. It's too much. Everything is, I didn't get to see the ports because we went whale waiting because we never saw anything, but we were out there waiting. So this was the Christmas release. So you guys are saying yes to another Christmas release. You would like to see Vicky I want to do something bright, a little brighter, a lot of reds and greens, turquoise, some pink. I have some ideas, right? I want to go to Hawaii for the whales because they're mating there. So they put more of a show on. They're feeding when they're in Alaska. So all you see are like tails and blowholes. So yes to Christmas. Okay. Yes. And yeah, peacock colors. I agree. It's going to be brighter, just so you know. So the other thing that happened throughout the year are Friday night lives. So just like I'm live here tonight, I do Friday night lives. And this is my fur baby. His name is Simon, and he is the best, most awesomest cat in the world. He is my baby. He is a pure joy. This cat is pure joy. So I can't wait till you see something that I've designed that he might be in it. And it's so cute. Oh, I need 20 million of them. So this was, do you guys remember this Friday Night Live? This was using gel matte medium to foil. So it is something you definitely want to check out. So using your foil, your Heidi Swap foil, your mink foil, I went through a stencil and I inked the blue stars, and then I went through it in matte medium. And you let it completely dry. And then when you put it through your mink machine, your heat machine, it will release and you get a foiled technique. So you do not need any kind of special things. That technique is a good one. I came up with that just from playing, and I have to say, it's a good one. So you definitely want to check that out. So we did that one Friday Night Live. Do you remember this one? This was squeegee art. Ragdolls are the best. He's the best cat ever. This was squeegee art, and then a little bit of art marking. So this was one of the Friday Night Lives we did. I love it. We put the paint down and then we pulled it. We did this with my new stamp set. So this is a Vicki Boutin stamp set. It's the same one as this. And we did some mixed media. And then I put, when we went to see Bruno Mars, we almost had a private concert, Kari, Emma, and I. And then we went to the Hello Kitty Bruno Mars Cafe. And it was one of the best days of my life. It was literally. Poor Kari had a huge black eye. But we had the best time. This was stencil stamping. I'm telling you, we were like 4 rows from the front. Bruno sang to me. He looked me in the eye and he knew we wanted to be best friends. It was like a private concert. And it was worth the $12 million for that ticket. I would pay it 12 million times again. Best concert I've ever. That guy is super talented. Bruno Mars and Hello Kitty, I know, and I bought tons. I spent a stupid amount of money that weekend, and it was the best. And I was excited because Kari is a friend who never says no. We do all the things. So it was a lot of fun. But I love this with purple. So this is with Vicki Boutin exclusive stencils. You want to check those out on vickiboutin.com. They are all hand-drawn. It's all my hand-drawn art. So that was one of those things. It's a stupid amount of money. I spent a stupid amount of money. It was stupid, but I would do it again. Do you remember doing this one? And we sewed on it. So we did some gel plate printing. This is taking our prints and cutting them. Oops, it's upside down. Cutting them and repurposing them. This is cut and paste. This is what cut and paste is inspired by because it's my favorite kind of art to make. So that was a lot of fun, right? Yes, please to Christmas with pink. It's going to be in there, Kelly Guy 5124. It will be in there. And then we did this, was one of our lives just recently with painting the trees, making the trees. I love this. These are always my most well-received lives, are hand drawing and doing stuff like this. So wouldn't it be fun if I come out with dies and stuff that at least it takes one step out? We'll do all the mixed media. I'll hold your hand with breaking a page and doing all the art, but then making it purposeful art because giving you a reason to use it. So that is some of the stuff we did this year. And I have to tell you, one of the highlights of this year for me, sorry, you're seeing the top of my head. Who participated in the mixed media? Where'd I put it? Here. We did a whole mixed media Friday night lives. I think some of them I went live twice in the week. This still hasn't made it in the book because, you know, like I said, we've already established that once I did the work, I have to move on to new things. But I love this. This is, if you said, okay, Vicki, what's your favorite? It's going to be this. It's going to be any kind of version that I have a white background that I get to make something out of. I love being fearless and being okay with making mistakes and discovery through art. And all of us can do it. Every single one of you out there can do everything we did in here. Because, you know, what was fun is, so we did some swatching, so we knew the mediums we were using. And we went through and we made a mess. And we had fun doing it, testing it out on all different mediums, testing our pens, testing our paint pens, and then doing, this is all just distress ink. I think I used like a very limited palette, maybe 3 colors, and did art marking. Look at that. That's just polka dots in where we drip the art down through our distress ink. Just art marking. And does it have to have a use? No, it doesn't. I think that this is the best thing for your mental health. I think this makes you feel good. It makes you relax. It brings your blood pressure down. And you just do the things. And you know that it's a piece of paper in your time. Who cares if it doesn't turn out the way that you want? I'm going to show you my, do you remember my pirate parrot? Crazy-eyed pirate parrot? So we just went and played. And I came back and revisited some of this. Yessie! How are you, my friend? Oh my goodness, you still have yours. I'm glad you do, Irene. Hello, Culbert, how are you? So I love this, with no purpose at all. We just did things. Lots of different things. We're gonna do more of that this year when we make our handmade album. Oh, this was the best. It was taking an ink blending tool, putting paint on it, and going like this. And what do they look like? Like never-ending gobstoppers or bubble gum. Do you remember the parrot? Let's find the crazy-eyed parrot. Oh my God, it was so ugly. But I love this. How fun. And a lot of this was just literally using the same palette of dirty distress ink. We had a lot of fun. So let's find, here's the crazy, no. No, I love this one. This one I loved. But it is kind of a crazy parrot eye, right? I love this one, but there's one that it wasn't, because that one I love. That's not it. That is probably my favorite, but one of them is Cockapoo. I freaking hated it, and then I had to make it look like I loved it, so I just kept going. But look, this background was just literally a dirty paintbrush, and then I went and painted circles and filled it in. This is a crazy parrot eye. I still don't like this piece of art, but I don't care, because it was a great experience. But remember, I did this in acrylic, and I just kept adding, and it just kept getting worse and kept getting worse. So I painted over it. So in there, you can see it right there, was the crazy parrot eye. He was like a zombie parrot. Easter eggs. So now it's Easter eggs. Correct. So we did this. You can find all of this on my, if you go back, I love this one. We did, what's that, a leopard? Is that a leopard? I love this with fluorescent paint. I love fluorescent acrylics. This was literally just using like dirty paint, and depending on what kind of paper we used, right? If it was foundations paper or watercolor paper, doing just little inchies, right? Just little stories. Look at this. Love that. Purple. And you know that's crazy because I don't. But look how much fun this is. And some of these I did on my own after. They're not in the video. I just went and played. But I really feel like if you were not aware of this, go revisit it. I need to do more of this. This just brings me joy. And it is literally doodles and scribbles and just having fun with it. Oh, look how fun that is. And the other thing is a lot of what you have, right? And then I just printed lots of pages that is more opportunity. So this is something we do. If you're new and you're like, I love that, I'd like to see more of it. It's going to happen this year. A lot of it's coming. And then we take some of these and we make it into this. So if you look at that and go, I need purposeful art. I don't want to just make for no purpose because North Americans have to have an end result. Well, guess what? That came from scraps of mixed media art. And then I just stamped on it, die cut it, and I have this beautiful paper that people would look and go, oh my goodness, how'd you do this? And you'd be like, I can't tell you, or I'd have to kill you. No. But you know what I mean? It's just scrap paper, and it's fun, and we're going to do more of this. So, what else do I want to, I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I apologize. I'm probably blowing your eardrums out. I get excited. I can't help it. I have learned so much from you over the years. I have been playing with you since November 2021. I love that. You guys, I'm just telling you. And I know a lot of you, hopefully you're out here chatting with me for the first time tonight. Do we feel like another giveaway? So comment. And just tell me your favorite color. There you go. And this is for $100 Canadian gift certificate to VickyBooten.com. So go ahead, comment. I'm going to grab my next thing I'm going to share with you. And then I'm going to draw at random. I just scroll and just stop on a name. And you can see tonight they're all over the place. I want to share this with you now. This is the latest thing I worked on. This is Discover and Create. This is my collection with the last collection that came out with 49 and Market that I feel got totally overlooked because Halloween took over this collection. And I have to say, this is, when I share this in the layouts and the clusters, favorite project for this year. I love this whole thing. Okay, here I go. I'm scrolling, friends. Scrolling, and stop. Melody Bushaw. Melody Bushaw. Are you in Australia? Melody Bushaw. Congratulations, Melody. You know, I'll probably give some more stamps and stencils away too, because I love to give stuff away. So this is what I've been working on. If you ask me what I have been up to, for the last month, this is one of the things. This is the project we're going to be making in January with my next event, which is the Curiosities in Willow Grove. I still have kits for this on VickyBooten.com. A lot of people emailed and said, Vicky, I want it so bad, but I can't do it right now because Christmas just happened. I can't justify spending the money. You don't have to do this class live with me. It will be there. You can order it whenever. The classes are all recorded and you can come and do that, right? What did you win? You won a $100 gift certificate to VickyBooten.com. $100 Canadian, because I'm in Canada, gift certificate to VickyBooten.com. So I'm going to share a little peek. Let's just do a little meander through this album. And if you think your friend would love it, tell them. And then come to VickyBooten.com and buy one of the kits. Because like I said, this one got lost in the shuffle. And I don't want to be there all by myself. So definitely come and hang out with me. So clusters. This is one of the clusters. Look how fun this one turned out. They're clipped in here because I still have to photograph them. But oh my goodness, look at this. So I put the elements behind the acetate so it looks like it's in the cloche and then on top. So we are going to have so much fun with so much interactive. And I love the color palette. So if you were looking at this collection, I don't think it translates the same as when I started working with it. Because even though it has this kind of nature theme to it, I still think it has with the beige and the whites in here. I really think, yeah, everything's done with intention. I'm telling you, when I show you some of these clusters, you're going to need tweezers. I need to add that to the tool list. The class, the prep class will be on the 7th of January, and then the class is the weekend of the 23rd. But like I said, it's all recorded, so if you're like, I can buy it, but not till February, buy it in February. The class will all still be there. I have kits. So we have side pocket and lots of interactive elements. This, are you ready? I love this. So these rub-ons freaking rock. So make sure you're loading up on some of this, like the rub-ons from this collection. Chef's kiss. They're really good. So I took, this paper is out of the 6x8. Look what I did. I took it and I cut around it and then put one of the borders from the album, the laser cuts. And I love this. I love this so much. This project is literally one of my favorites ever. So I'm not going to give it all away, right? But I want to show you some of the other things in here. Oh, I love that page. So see, you're thinking, is it fall themed? There's fall on here, but I mean, if you lived in in Australia right now, it's the middle of the summer. I don't think there's any reason you couldn't put whatever pictures. It does not have to be fall. You don't have to be walking in nature. Look how fun. Boop. Look at all that. And then I made these little with all of the different elements on here, but I have to show you one of the interactive. So we of course have our, look at that, rub on. Look at all the elements on here. I'm telling you, we're going to be working for 100 hours. It's going to be a 100-hour project, and I'm not mad about it, but oh, I love it with the paint swatches. But there is an interactive in here. So, oh, look at this page. Love that. Rub on. We're going to do that font is everything. You're going to see that again in another collection. But look at. So do you remember the hard time Natalie gave me about the rats? They're not. They're cute field mice. And look at, it's a cluster. And I put the rat on there. You can color it pink if it's going to make you like the rat better. But I love the rat. The Melinda. That's the Melinda. That was the Melinda. Can I tell you, look. So flip up. And we're doing another one of these. You guys remember? Do you remember? Oh, I got to hold on to the page. Boop, 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 boop. We're doing another one of these. It's a field mouse. Yeah, it's not a rat. Natalie hated the rat. So we're doing that. So when we do the prep class, we're going to be doing some paper cutting, and you will need extra 8.5 by 11 white cardstock to do these, okay? So we're going to be doing that. I'm telling you, this, I love this. Look at this one. These are all pockets. All pockets. And then look. So it looks like, you think that's one page. It's not. I made it like, it's like the, for my Canadian friends, Romper Room. It's, I can see Vicky and Jody and Tammy and Susie and Tom. And then look, boop, boop. And that purple. I use a lot of purple in here too. So I love it. Look at, flip up. It's so much fun. So this is, I know, but everybody missed this. I'm telling you, I have never had a class kit underperform like this one did. You want to know why? Because I did a Halloween event. I did Halloween layout class. I did a Christmas class. And then I did a Christmas flip book. And this got lost in the shuffle. So I'm telling you, it will be there. Hi, Olivia. My little Olivia. So this is the album we're going to be doing. It's beefy. I try not to make it beefy. It's beefy, right? Where's the beef? It's right here in this album. So just know, VickyBooten.com. The kits are there. It's going to be hours and hours of entertainment. Can I tell you? Want to take a look at the layouts for this? Holy crap. Are you ready? Beefy works, baby. I'm telling you, it's beefy. So then I sat down and I banged these babies out. All double page layouts. So look at that. I love it. So we are going to look at clusters. Look at this one. That's a rub on. And oh my goodness. So do you see what I'm saying about tweezers? Some of you might hate me, but you'll love to hate me because it's going to be good. We can't post on the 49 and Market page about, there's stores out there, right? That it's a tricky thing. But like I said, you guys know that my income comes from you guys shopping on VickyBooten.com. Like my income comes from that and access only. So I can't do that, right? So it's only on my stuff. I want the stores, but most of them have had it in their store forever. So people are buying it. They're supporting their stores, which you know I love. But I have to get these kits going. So I'm hoping that people are going to like this, right? Look at, I love this one too. So we're going to do, I think there are over 10 clusters. And then we're going to add them right to the page. Isn't that fun? Look at this one. Look at that cluster. We're going to make that on Friday of the class. And then it gets pinned to the page. And oh my goodness, look at this. Right? Look at that. Cluster. Boop. And then they get clipped. We're going to build that right on the page. I love this. So I think if you guys were on the fence for this collection, I think it turned out beautifully. Look at that. I love this page with all that white. And then look at, we're going to make that. So even if you love mini albums, you could turn any of this into, you could make probably 3 albums out of what you have in this kit. I love this page. We're fussy cutting these butterflies though. So you will cuss me because we are going to fussy cut. But look at that. Isn't it pretty? I don't know. What do you guys tell me? Because you aren't going to hurt my feelings if you're like, yeah, I still really don't like this collection. Because it's okay. You don't have to do it. Look at that cluster. So we're going to have fun. And then, so the whole idea of this, remember 7 Gypsies? Do you remember the trays? So this whole concept with this page is like making one of those 7 Gypsy trays. So I love it if you love to read. And then there's another cluster on here. And then we put the acorns in the bottle. Oh my gosh, do you guys love it? So you can get it on vickybooten.com. We won't be able to ship out until Friday, but you should get them in time for, you will be able to do the prep class. You just might not be able to do it live, but that's why I give 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks for that. So that, look at all that. I'm not lying. That's what I've been working on all over the holidays. What do you guys think? Do you love it? Oh, and now we got to figure out where that came from. Where'd that come from? I don't know. Vicky, you crazy lady. So that is my latest collection with 49 and Market, Curiosities in Willow Grove. And I absolutely love it. I love that. I love this collection so much. So, like I said, but with that being said, my Canadian friends, most of the kits that I have left are in the US. So I probably have in Canada, maybe 15 kits left. So if you really want one, but you can't do it right away, email me and I'll put one aside for you. But just know I only have about 15 kits left in the US. The rest of the kits are in the US, or in Canada. The rest are in the US. So I do have a limited stock here because now, if you're new, I live in Canada. I'm Vicky Booten, and I'm a girl in the basement who likes to craft and hang out with her friends. I have a fulfillment area that is in the US as well, so you don't get dinged with the tariff and tax costs. So, but that means that product is split between 2 different places. That's why when you shop on vickybooten.com, there are some items that are in Canada. I can't ship them to you in the US and vice versa. Okay. So, oh my goodness. Access only is up. Access only is up. I put it up this morning. I sent a newsletter out yesterday. So access only for Curiosities in Willow Grove is posted on vickybooten.com now. It's up. Okay. So how about our last giveaway for the night, 200 Canadian dollars to vickybooten.com, and maybe you might be the winner and you could go and get your Curiosities in Willow Grove. You could get your kit. So is there much left over from the class? Yeah, not a ton because you saw those clusters, but there's quite a bit of paper. There's stuff left over. There is stuff left over, but not a ton. I try to stick it all on there. So please leave a comment, and I am going to choose my randomly. I'm going to scroll through and get my winner for the $200 gift certificate to vickybooten.com. And then don't forget, as soon as I am no longer live and you can comment in the regular section, make sure that you have subscribed to vickybooten.com and that you thumbs up the video. It's super important for us to help grow this community and for me to sell those Curiosity and Willow Grove kits. So make sure that if you haven't done that and you feel like it, please do that. I'm getting up and I'm going to scroll. I'm doing the scroll. Here we go. So good luck, friends. I am scrolling. It's stuck. Just a sec. Okay. I am stopping right here. And it is, oh my goodness, sorry, I'm scrolling because I just had a brain fart. Just Us Girls Crafting. Just Us Girls Crafting. Just Us Girls Crafting, you are the winner of a $200 gift certificate to vickybooten.com. You have to email me to win this prize at info@vickybooten.com. Info, Just Us Girls Crafting. And then don't forget, I will put another opportunity for people who couldn't watch us live because they were out partying. And I will draw that next Friday and post it in the comments section or in the description of this video. Okay? So I'm going to flip the camera and I'm going to look at you for a few minutes. And I just want to tell you my heartfelt I love yous, because I feel like it's important. So I don't know. What do you think? We did a lot this year, didn't we? Who did all of it with me? Who did most of it? Who was here for all the classes? Hi. I know my friend Kari was here for all of the classes, and then I think she made 85 Christmas albums. So I know that she was doing the thing, so you did most of it. A lot of you are. Like, you guys are here. You show up, you're here. Freaking, you did most of it. Irene, you had a life this year too, my friend, though. You were going out a lot on Fridays, and I love that for you. So I hope you got to do some of this stuff after the lives, because I love when you guys are here. And I love that a lot of you chat. So I know you. Some of you I've met in person. I notice when you're not here. I notice when you're not talking. I do. Thank you. Isn't it cute? Do you like my, and my Dickie? I'm very proud of these because you get what I'm talking about, right? Do you guys know? Do you remember these? So I am too hot to wear a shirt underneath it, but I like this. Charmed Vintage. So I have to tell you, again, Canadians only, Charmed Vintage and the Disney albums are dirt cheap on vickybooten.com, and I'm probably going to reduce the price again because I have a lot of those Steamboat Willie Mickey albums. So if you're going to Disney, and I'm telling you, if you have 5 friends and you're like, Vicky, we want 5 of those, will you make me a deal? Yes, as long as you pay the shipping for Charmed Vintage and for the Steamboat Willie's albums and that kit. The class is beautiful. Tons of layouts, a mini album with it. It's dirt cheap. So definitely reach out. Hi, Natalie. Happy New Year. So let's talk about her first. So Natalie's been with me pretty much since the beginning, and I love her. She is freaking awesome. So I feel like this is, when we look back, you look back, and like I said, there's been a lot of wonderful things. I don't live a highlight real life. Some of the stuff is hard. I work all the time. I don't take very good care of myself most of the time. I got sick a lot this year. But the one thing I do is I keep showing up. I'm not perfect at it. I make a lot of mistakes. I suck sometimes at running this business by myself because it's a lot, because I'm doing 12 million things. And thank you for giving me grace, because you don't have to. And I'm sure some of you probably aren't even here anymore because you're like, holy crap, how many mistakes can one woman make? I'm like, a lot, because I'm human. And then too, some of the people that work with me are human too, and things get missed out of kits, and I missed your album and missed this. And I'm going to let you know this now because it popped up. Some of you guys bought some of my retired classes. Whatever's in the kit is in the kit. I think the Peppermint Kisses, some of those kits might be missing a few of the Simple Stories papers. I don't have them. So those were kitted a long time ago. They've been sitting in the boxes, and then I finally got them up. So just know you got like a killer deal on those kits, and I apologize. Just find something that works. It won't be the first time. Like, you could cut the paper wrong and you might have to swap it out, but I apologize. I haven't looked at them. I literally just put the stickers on them and got them out this week. So I do apologize for that, but like I told you, I'll own it, and I know. And for some of you, you might be like, yeah, I'm done. Like, it's annoying. It's okay. That's totally okay. I own it. So I am not perfect. I'm trying to be better. But like I said, I don't want you guys to feel like creatively you look at that and go, I couldn't do that. Some of my stuff is crap. Sometimes the stuff I do is crap. Sometimes I struggle. Like I sit for hours and look at things and go, how am I going to make this look good so people are going to want to make it? So I don't want you to feel like, I feel like social media and online presence can make it feel like it's all, roses and butterflies and wine and chocolate or whatever it is that makes you happy. But no, the stuff you guys, I share a lot of it. I'm still here and I'm really proud of myself that I am, because there's been a lot of stuff still happens to this day that could knock me down and I could say I'm done, don't want to do it anymore. But the one thing I keep showing up for is you guys, because you keep showing up for me, and I want to make sure that you feel loved, seen, appreciated, and I will keep doing stuff that is for free and sharing inspiration. I will do the kits that, like I said, really when you look at my class kits, you're just getting what you need to make with it, and then you get all of the education part is free, because I never charge anything for that. Even the access only is like 2 Starbucks visits, right? So I try to keep it where I am conscious of how hard you work for your money and that you can't do all the things, and I don't want you to feel like I'm bringing too much out or doing too much. So I like to balance it with stuff that's free, that is just for fun, and then stuff that pays my bills so I can keep doing this. But like I said, this year there's some exciting stuff coming. It's a jam-packed year of travel for me, so it's going to be crazy. I have to be organized. But just wait. Just know that something coming soon is the biggest thing I've done yet. And I can't wait to share it with you. And I hope you're as excited as I am. New releases. Just first thing that's coming out is Sizzix. The Sizzix release. There's a couple 49 end market releases. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And like I said, we're going to make that handmade journal. And we're going to do lots of different kinds of art, but using all of the same stuff. So I don't want you to feel, the only thing that is new and always coming are going to be the stamps, stencils, dies, and then the new collections. But if you already have your gel plate, we can use the gel plate. You already have the brayer, you can use the brayer. The only thing I'll add is new art in stencils that you can either buy or use what you have, right? So it's going to be good. So you just watch. All of the things you're asking for, just watch. Stuff is coming. So, so much stuff is coming. So I will share everything when I can. Like I said, I have a huge box that just arrived today with 2 different releases in it. I have all of the Sizzix stuff that I am beyond. And there's some of you guys here that are on design teams for Sizzix that have seen the new release. And I do love it. I do love it. So it's going to be good. So biggest thing is Happy New Year. Thank you for being here and supporting me in 2025 and in the past, all of the years. And I hope you stick around. There's Greta Hammond. Say Happy New Year, Greta. Thank you for all the stuff that you do. And happy anniversary to you and Wade. I love you, my friend. So Happy New Year, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I thought there was going to be nobody here, and it's one of the biggest turnouts I've had in weeks. So thank you. Just wait. Buckle up for 2026. I'm going to keep you busy. First and foremost, make the art, do the things, find the joy in that, reach out, talk to the community. It's super important, and I feel like we need it. This year's been hard in a lot of ways. So this is something we can come. It's your safe space where we can make art, find joy, connect, do all the things. Have a wonderful New Year's. I will see you in 2026. Oh my, that's just crazy. I feel like I'm 700 years old. So we'll see you later. Thank you. Like I said, thank you to Natalie. Thank you. Lots of my design team members were here. Thank you guys for making me look good. And have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm going to go snuggle with Sidecar, and we're going to watch some Netflix before I have to go and Uber my kids around. So thank you, friends. This was a lot of fun. Don't forget, As soon as I shut this down, and you know the regular comment section under a YouTube video, leave your comments there. I'm going to give another $200 Canadian gift certificate to VickyBooten.com, and then another set of painterly art marks and another set of take note flowers. And these are going to be posted on VickyBooten.com with the coordinating dies by the weekend. Okay, I'm going to take a break tomorrow. I'm going to take the day off and take my Christmas down. But don't forget to leave a comment if you haven't already. Thumbs up the video and hit that subscribe button and get ready for 2026. We're going to have a blast. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Happy New Year. See you later.